Welcome to the LA Galaxy Countdown to First Kick. The LA Galaxy is presented by Herbalife, nutrition for a better life. And by Wingstop, the flavor of the LA Galaxy. Order now at wingstop.com.
"20 games into the Major League Soccer season takes us to the Great Rocky Mountains in near Denver, Colorado, in Commerce City, as the Colorado Rapids get set to play host to LA Galaxy. Hey everybody, great to have you along once again right here on Galaxy Radio. I am Christian Miles, and we are back and rolling, and the Galaxy trying to get back rolling after a dismal run of form that has seen them plummet out of the top 5 in the Western Conference, teetering on playoff blind elimination. However, the good news is they do have themselves 15 games to correct the ship. The Galaxy, of course, coming in with a record tonight of 8 wins, 8 defeats, and 3 draws, but on current form, 3 losses in their last 4 games has seen them drop out of those top 4 or 5 spots, and now really trying to shed aside that moniker and personality of mediocrity right now and settle into some consistent form as we get firmly entrenched into the second half of the season. A victory tonight could do just that for Greg Vanney's men. 3 points can see them potentially move into the top 5 if other results do fall their way. However, one thing is for certain. This is a Galaxy team that is going to need better defending. It's going to need better concentration, because after a disappointing 3-2 home loss to San Jose Earthquakes on Wednesday night back in Carson, this is a team that has really slipped into some slipshod defending and trying to tighten things up at the back. Meanwhile, trying to get contributions from various attackers other than Dejan Joveljic has been a recipe that is yet to be perfected for this Galaxy team, one that I'm sure will be tried out tonight. Dejan Joveljic, once again, the bright, shining beacon up top for this Galaxy team, already with 8 goals, leading this team, overtaking Chicharito Hernandez, who's slipped off color as of late. But the Galaxy trying to prove upon that mark of 27 points in the Western Conference, putting them 1 point above 8th place Seattle and Portland coming into today's festivities. Meanwhile, for the Colorado Rapids, the good news for Galaxy fans is they are struggling even worse right now. It's been a season of upheaval for Robin Frazier's men. They won the Western Conference back in 2021, but now second to last, just 5 wins in their first 19 games, has them just 1 point above Sporting Kansas City in that second to last spot in the West. And it's a team that is coming off a dismal run right now. Yes, back-to-back home draws from come-from-behind situations, but 6 games without a victory, rather, has seen them drop 15 points from a possible 18 in their last 6 outings, and desperate to get off the schneid tonight. All right, we are just getting started. When we return, we'll delve deeper into the defense, what Greg Vanney thinks is essential for this evening, and of course, what's going on further with Colorado. It's the Rapids and the Galaxy tonight, only on Galaxy Radio. Stay with us.
Dignity Health is the official healthcare partner of the LA Galaxy, including Glendale Memorial, St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Across Dignity Health hospitals and care sites, the well-being of patients is always the priority. To learn about emergency services, healthcare, and healthy joints, you can visit dignityhealth.org/SoCal. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
There's never been a better time to switch to Spectrum Mobile. You could save hundreds of dollars on your mobile bill. Plus, there are no added taxes, hidden fees, and no contracts. Try the Spectrum Mobile Savings Calculator today, and in 3 easy steps, you'll see how much you could save by switching. Visit spectrummobile.com/save. Spectrum Internet required. Savings may vary. Restrictions apply. Visit spectrummobile.com/save for details.
In 1925, Modelo began brewing beer for those who believe in better. A model beer, steeped in the tradition of tireless effort. A rich Pilsner-style lager for those who wear their heart and heritage on their rolled-up sleeve. Since our first batch 94 years ago, to every bottle raised today, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Over the course of a single game, LA Galaxy players will spend 90 minutes fighting for the ball, going on goal, sprinting, sliding, jogging backwards, running almost 7 miles, while maintaining an average heart rate of 160 beats per minute. And they'll perform at this world-class level 31 times a year, powered by Herbalife Nutrition, the official nutrition company of the LA Galaxy. To power up like a pro, contact your Herbalife independent distributor or visit Herbalife.com today.
Celebrate Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel's 36th anniversary this July. Play for chances to win a new BMW i4 electric vehicle, hundreds of thousands in cash, and free play. Love a good competition? Yamava is home to monthly blackjack tournaments where big money prizes are up for grabs. Stay local, stay cool, and stay winning at Yamava Resort and Casino. Details at yamava.com. Must be 21. Please gamble responsibly.
And we are back, and just 17 minutes away from kickoff at Dick's Sporting Goods Park in Commerce City, Colorado, as the LA Galaxy embarking on match day 20 here in the Major League Soccer season and trying to turn around a dismal run of home form as well as overall form. 1 win in 5, 3 losses in their last 4 games. Today, they will be on the road to Colorado Rapids. Great to have you along once again here on Galaxy Radio. As I mentioned, the Galaxy's defense really was the linchpin and the building block of the success early on, a team that really started in stupendous fashion, conceding just 7 times in their first 10 games. However, now if you look at it, in those 3 losses in their last 4 games, each of those games has seen the Galaxy concede 3 goals, and they've only allowed 1 shutout in their last 9 games. So trying to get back on track defensively and get back to the building blocks of that early season success very much is paramount for Greg Vanney, who really didn't have some kind words to say about his team. In fact, was rather candid after that disappointing 3-2 home defeat on Wednesday in Carson. He said, "It was flat out embarrassing. We were decent in the first 10 minutes, but giving up 2 goals in the first 2 minutes, it's just flat out unacceptable." It's the 2nd consecutive game in which the Galaxy had conceded 2 goals in the space of 2 minutes. And primarily one of the big reasons was the midfield, which was operating without Mark Delgado, who is out with health and safety protocol, as well as striker Chicharito Hernandez. The midfield wasn't giving the support to this forward line. The midfield was too low, and all too often they let the opposition in San Jose play in and around them and create around the penalty area. No one stepping up, and really what that indicates is a lack of cohesion. The lines are disconnected with this team, and Vanney was visibly frustrated, says it cannot continue, it won't continue. So indeed, we expect some big shakeups in the starting 11 tonight, which we will get coming up here shortly. But flat out, the mission today, we can't just continue to make mistakes and give up goals at this point of the season. It is unacceptable. Same story for the Colorado Rapids. 27 goals allowed, just 2 more than the 25 allowed for the Galaxy, and they're trying to right the ship as well. All right, we'll get to that first team news and the Modelo starting lineups, plus we'll get you all set and tell you everything you need to know ahead of kickoff here momentarily. Tonight, it's Colorado at home to LA Galaxy, and it's only on Galaxy Radio. Stay with us.
Dignity Health is the official healthcare partner of the LA Galaxy, including Glendale Memorial, St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Across Dignity Health hospitals and care sites, the well-being of patients is always the priority. To learn about emergency services, health care, and healthy joints, you can visit dignityhealth.org/SoCal. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
There's never been a better time to switch to Spectrum Mobile. You could save hundreds of dollars on your mobile bill. Plus, there are no added taxes, hidden fees, and no contracts. Try the Spectrum Mobile Savings Calculator today, and in 3 easy steps, you'll see how much you could save by switching. Visit spectrummobile.com/save. Spectrum Internet required. Savings may vary. Restrictions apply. Visit spectrummobile.com/save for details.
In 1925, Modelo began brewing beer for those who believe in better. A model beer, steeped in the tradition of tireless effort. A rich Pilsner-style lager for those who wear their heart and heritage in their rolled-up sleeve. Since our first batch 94 years ago, to every bottle raised today, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Over the course of a single game, LA Galaxy players will spend 90 minutes fighting for the ball, going on goal, sprinting, sliding, jogging backwards, running almost 7 miles, while maintaining an average heart rate of 160 beats per minute. And they'll perform at this world-class level 31 times a year, powered by Herbalife Nutrition, the official nutrition company of the LA Galaxy. To power up like a pro, contact your Herbalife independent distributor or visit Herbalife.com today.
Celebrate Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel's 36th anniversary this July. Play for chances to win a new BMW i4 electric vehicle, hundreds of thousands in cash, and free play. Love a good competition? Yamava is home to monthly blackjack tournaments where big money prizes are up for grabs. Stay local, stay cool, and stay winning at Yamava Resort and Casino. Details at yamava.com. Must be 21. Please gamble responsibly.
And welcome back. Countdown to kickoff continues as we get set for the clash between the Colorado Rapids playing host to Los Angeles Galaxy tonight from Dick's Sporting Goods Park in Commerce City, Colorado. This is Galaxy Radio coming to you wherever you may be listening. And the Galaxy, not exactly with their backs against the wall, but let's be frank, times not exactly rosy for this team. 8 wins, 8 defeats, and of course 8 wins, of course. 8 defeats and 3 draws through 19 games has seen them amass 27 points, dropping down to that final playoff spot in the Western Conference. A team that's mired in inconsistency. Hopefully home, which has not been sweet, will find the road much sweeter for them as they are on the road for the first time in quite a while. In fact, the first time the Galaxy have left the city of Los Angeles for a game, going all the way back to May 18th. Time now, of course, to get to the first team news, our starting 11, which is brought to you by Modelo, setting the gold standard for authentic Mexican beer since 1925. Modelo, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. And we will begin with the opposition real quick. And the Colorado Rapids head coach Robin Fraser is going to make 4 changes from the team that had to come from behind against Orlando to record a 1-1 home draw on Wednesday night. William Yarbrough, the former U.S. men's national teamer in goal. Keegan Rosenberry replaces Stephen Beitashour on the right-hand side of a 4-man back line. Lala Abubakar, as well as the Scot Danny Wilson. Lucas Estevez, the Brazilian at left back. We will see Ralph Priso, the young, talented Canadian teenager who was recently acquired from Toronto FC in that big trade with Mark Anthony Kaye. He'll get his MLS debut tonight in that number 6 holding midfield role. Brian Acosta will partner him, the Honduran international. Diego Rubio, the second of those 4 changes, coming in an attacking role. The Chilean, of course, trying to ignite this attack, while Michael Barrios comes into the mix as well, trying to ignite things on that right-hand side. The young Colombian, of course, already with 1 goal and 5 assists, and did score the last time these two met in Colorado last September. Jonathan Lewis shoring things up on the left-hand side, also scoring 2 goals in Los Angeles over the last 2 seasons. And the big story, of course, Giassi Zardes, the man from Hawthorne, their newly acquired designated player who came over from the Columbus Crew back in the early parts of April. Recently coming off a big performance, scoring his first goal from the run of play on Wednesday night. 2 goals for him since he traded Commerce City for Columbus, Ohio. So we look at the way it shapes up, and that's the way it is for Robin Fraser. For his good friend Greg Vanney and the Galaxy, well, similar vein, we're going to make 4 big changes to the starting 11 from that team that lost to San Jose on Wednesday night. Jonathan Bond, of course, with 6 shutouts, tied for 6th in Major League Soccer. Back between the pipes. At right back, it will be Julian Araujo. Nick Depew coming in for Sega Coulibaly. One of the changes Derek Williams at center back alongside him, and Chase Gasper getting a run out on the left-hand side at fullback. It'll be Sasha Kleshchin getting his first start of 2022 in MLS play. He'll partner Ryan Ravelison. And, of course, Raheem Edwards keeping his spot. He'll move farther forward as Sammy Grancier moves to the bench. Kevin Cabral recalled into the first 11 after recording his first goal contribution in that disappointing loss on Wednesday night, setting up the first strike for Dejan Joveljic. Efrain Alvarez on the right-hand side. And, of course, the super Serb. No one hotter right now than Dejan Joveljic. The 22-year-old Serbia international has scored 7 times in his last 6 games. He is the hottest striker along with Nashville's Ani Mukhtar in the league right now. In total, count a U.S. Open Cup, 11 goals, 2 assists in just 21 appearances. He is scoring at a clip that ranks amongst the best, if not the best, in Major League Soccer. Now is a time where he starts to bet in and hopefully establish himself as a regular first-team 11 contributor. So there is your starting 11, brought to you by Modelo, as Greg Vanny shaking things up here, and it looks as though we'll see Cabral in that 4-4-2 setup, kind of floating just underneath Dejan Joveljic, and a chance for Raheem Edwards to really revert to his natural attacking instincts down that left-hand side. He'd love nothing more than to celebrate his 27th birthday, which is tomorrow, with a big victory in Colorado tonight. Efrain Alvarez coming off a pretty big performance as well, instrumental in that outing on Wednesday night, was positive. It was a team that really turned the screw in the second half. The Galaxy, the much better of the two teams in that Cali Classico, but dug themselves just too big a hole. Now the question is, can they start on the front foot? Can they not shoot themselves in the foot and try and chase this game? They want to get out in front. They want to establish themselves early and, of course, put themselves in better position against a Colorado team that has really been problematic for them. The Galaxy hunting for their first win over Colorado in 8 meetings. The last time these two met, it's one that's dripping with irony. Giassi Zardes on target in September of 2017 in that big win for Colorado, 3-0. Since then, in the 7 meetings, Colorado has claimed 5 victories and 2 draws. So a jinx perhaps to be broken. We shall see. We're getting closer and closer to kickoff in the Rocky Mountains. We're going to take another quick break. When we return, we get down to business. It's the Galaxy in 7th, Colorado in 13th. The first 45 is coming up next. Stay with us.
Dignity Health is the official healthcare partner of the LA Galaxy, including Glendale Memorial, St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Across Dignity Health hospitals and care sites, the well-being of patients is always the priority. To learn about emergency services, healthcare, and healthy joints, you can visit dignityhealth.org/SoCal. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
There's never been a better time to switch to Spectrum Mobile. You could save hundreds of dollars on your mobile bill. Plus, there are no added taxes, hidden fees, and no contracts. Try the Spectrum Mobile Savings Calculator today, and in 3 easy steps, you'll see how much you could save by switching. Visit spectrummobile.com/save. Spectrum Internet required. Savings may vary. Restrictions apply. Visit spectrummobile.com/save for details.
In 1925, Modelo began brewing beer for those who believe in better. A model beer, steeped in the tradition of tireless effort. A rich Pilsner-style lager for those who wear their heart and heritage on their rolled-up sleeve. Since our first batch 94 years ago, to every bottle raised today, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Over the course of a single game, LA Galaxy players will spend 90 minutes fighting for the ball, going on goal, sprinting, sliding, jogging backwards, running almost 7 miles, while maintaining an average heart rate of 160 beats per minute. And they'll perform at this world-class level 31 times a year, powered by Herbalife Nutrition, the official nutrition company of the LA Galaxy. To power up like a pro, contact your Herbalife independent distributor or visit Herbalife.com today.
Celebrate Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel's 36th anniversary this July. Play for chances to win a new BMW i4 electric vehicle, hundreds of thousands in cash, and free play. Love a good competition? Yamava is home to monthly blackjack tournaments where big money prizes are up for grabs. Stay local, stay cool, and stay winning at Yamava Resort and Casino. Details at yamava.com. Must be 21. Please gamble responsibly.
You know you want that smoky, tangy, sweet, and spicy sauced and tossed Wingstop. But you just brought a haul of groceries home from the store. It's cool. No one expects you to shop and cook in the same day. So let the flavor experts at Wingstop hook you up with mouth-watering wings, crispy tenders and thighs, fries and sides delivered to your door. You can always cook tomorrow. That's why the fridge was invented. Get it delivered at wingstop.com.
It is game time. This LA Galaxy match is brought to you by Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit.
T-minus and counting, the Galaxy on the road once again, trying to put aside their home woes and get back to winning ways. Their 9th game on their travels. Tonight, it's the Galaxy away to the Colorado Rapids. Great to have you along right here on Galaxy Radio. And the Galaxy, well, trying to right the ship, a team that's really kind of fallen upon hard times. 8 wins, 8 defeats, and 3 draws, 27 points in their first 19 games. Bounced out of the U.S. Open Cup and now trying to find their fortunes anew as we get set for a wild ride here heading into the late stages of July and that wacky August schedule. The Galaxy, of course, perhaps a little bit fatigued, forced to chop and change. No Chicharito Hernandez and no Mark Delgado, who miss out due to health and safety protocol issues for the 2nd consecutive games. So once again, Greg Vanney a little bit short-handed away from home. It's not going to be easy playing at altitude and indeed some scorching heat with temperatures well above the 90-degree mark in the Rocky Mountains. The starting lineup, of course, making 4 changes from the team that lost to the San Jose Earthquakes. Nick DePuy coming in to central defense. Chase Gasper at that left fullback role, flanked by Julian Araujo and Derek Williams in the center. In goal tonight, Jonathan Bond. Sasha Kleshkin getting his first start in 2022 in league play. He'll partner Ryan Ravelis in a defensive midfield role. Efrain Alvarez will come in on that right-hand side with Kevin Cabral, kind of that floating role in behind Dejan Joveljic. We'll see Raheem Edwards on that left-hand side playing a little more advanced with Gasper taking up his usual spot on the left-hand side of defense. Colorado, though, trying to improve upon a 6-game winless run, which they've taken 3 draws and 3 defeats. A team that has had to come back from a goal down in their last couple of games, namely a draw against Orlando the last time out, 1-1 here on Wednesday night. And, of course, that coming off a disappointing 2-2 draw away to Real Salt Lake, which historically has been a tough place to play for the Rapids. However, trying to get their first win going all the way back to May. So kickoff underway in Colorado. If you have a screen in front of you, we'll be attacking the goal to your left. The Galaxy in their classic white strip, and Julian Araujo striding into the Colorado half, operating at right fullback, and it'll be DePuy touching it over for Derek Williams, who will give it a ride, trying to send it down the line on the opposite left-hand side, and too strong for Raheem Edwards, the Canadian winger, who is giving chase. And right away, Greg Vanney off his bench saying, hey, let's cool it, guys. Let's settle down. As we mentioned, a team that is trying to tighten the screws in the back after conceding 3 goals in 3 of their last 4 games. The only bright spot, of course, that July 4th victory when they trounced Montreal 4-0 in Carson. This one will trickle out of play into the Galaxy half. And they throw it right in front of Colorado head coach Robin Fraser, former Galaxy player back in the day with Greg Vanney. So free kick now for the Colorado Rapids, looking for brighter pastures themselves. It's a season of upheaval in the Rocky Mountains, which has seen them bid adieu to Mark Anthony Kay, who was traded just last week. Brought in was Ralph Priso, the young phenomenal teenager, along with some general allocation money and a first-round draft pick next season. Kellen Akosa, of course, out at the beginning of this season, along with Cole Bassett, who was transferred to Feyenoord, which, by the way, is the club of former LA Galaxy general manager Dennis Tuclosa. But it's the Galaxy on the front foot now, and Chase Gasper trying to make the most of his first start since May. Ravelison switches it over to that right-hand side. It over hits it and out of play. It will be a goal kick here for William Yarbrough. Galaxy with 29 goals this season, 10th best in Major League Soccer. 3 of those coming from the penalty spot. They haven't had problems putting them in the back of the net, but trying to get more consistent contributions from others throughout the pitch has been a puzzle they have yet to solve. Here's Lalas Abubakar amidst some high pressure. Here is Edwards trying to close down on this right-hand side against Keegan Rosenberry, who gives it a ride and sends it all the way forward off the head of Arao and out, and it will be a Rapids throw. The boys in Burgundy, as I mentioned, a home record of 5 victories, couple of defeats and 3 draws in their 10 games, but haven't won in their last 3 on home soil. Coming off that draw I mentioned on Wednesday against Orlando, and a 4th of July defeat to Austin, 3-2. Been a long time coming. In fact, going back to Memorial Day weekend when they were trounced 3-1 by Nashville in Colorado. So a chance for them to right the ship as Barrios now leaves it wide to the right-hand side. Rosenberry's cross problematic, and Williams slides in to cover. Emergency defending from the Irishman, who covers up well. Enough, though, for Colorado to earn the game's first corner kick. Rosenberry coming in for Steven Beitasauer. First time hit across. Good play as they were able to get in behind with the advancing run of Gasper, and it's good coverage at the back for Derek Williams, who just cut it off. So first corner for the Colorado Rapids. And Lalas Abubakar, who's had a penchant for scoring some big goals, some dead ball situations so far this season, coming forward from central defense, along with the big Scot, 6'2", Danny Wilson. And bring forward the heavy artillery from the back. Such an important game. 2 teams very much on poor form, trying to right the ship. So it'll be Brian Acosta standing over the corner kicker on the 5th minute near side. Whips one in, good trajectory, and headed clear by Sasha Kleshchin. Drops to the feet of Efrain Alvarez. Deep on this left-hand side. Finds the outlet to Kleshchin, who sends it out of play. An errant hit from Sasha, who will be captaining the side tonight in the continued absence of Chicharito Hernandez. Of course, Jorge Villafana continuing to be sidelined with a long-term injury. He's out with the season, and Adam Saldana still recovering from a foot injury he sustained in September of 2021. 5.5 minutes gone, no goals between Colorado and the Galaxy. As we mentioned, 6 places in a matter of 8 points separating these 2 in the Western Conference. Now meeting for the 81st time. LA with a slight better edge in terms of the head-to-head meetings, winning 37 of the previous 80 encounters. Here's the touchdown from Jonathan Lewis. The U.S. international entry ball is in. Zardes, the first touch. Giassi Zardes rounds the keeper and nearly slammed it home, if not for the scrambling defense of Derek Williams. The Galaxy looking extremely unassured on a diagonal run. It was a simple ball from the left-hand side, floated over the head of Nick Depew, and it was Giassi who just got in between Chase Gasper and Derek Williams. They call that the corridor of uncertainty. Once again, requiring some last-ditch emergency defending from Williams to make that clear as Bond came for it and missed. And a wonderful opportunity spurned by the Rapids. So Colorado reclaim it. Try and switch the point of attack, and it goes out of play. Well, some positive play for Colorado, trying to get off on the front foot. had some success in the past with Jonathan Lewis playing in that wide area on the left-hand side. But the big story tonight, the debut, the MLS debut of the 19-year-old Canadian, Ralph Priso, trying to bed into that center of midfield in that number 6 role. Just provide a little stability for a team that needs it right now. Quick turn up, played into the path of Jonathan Lewis by Diego Ruby, and it will come out of off the foot of Nick DePuy in corner number 2, upcoming here for the Rapids. And yet another test for the Galaxy. His defense has conceded 25 times. Not an impressive run. A team that was amongst the upper echelons in Major League Soccer. The defensive record now dropping to 10th best. But worrisome defending as of late. That corner overhitting everybody and tracked down by Lucas Esteves, the 22-year-old Brazilian fullback who's on loan from Palmeiras in Brazil. Leaving it back to Priso, the young teenager who nervously plays it out, and I'm sure he's got a lot of butterflies. Priso comes in very highly rated, was part of the organization in Toronto for quite some time. Wonderful opportunity after impressing at the MLS Next Pro level for Toronto. Still just trying to adapt to new life in a new situation with new teammates in the Rocky Mountains. As Julian Araujo takes this one out. It's not a very strong start for Los Angeles on the attack, have yet to really mount anything of consequence. First and foremost, trying to keep that shape as the lines were so disconnected on Wednesday night. Araujo stepping forward, trying to win it along with Alvarez. Efrain just losing out. He slips past Dejan Joveljic and safely to the feet of the Ghanaian Lalas Abubakar, who plays Keegan Rosenberry, who makes his way up this right-hand side into the Galaxy half for the former Philadelphia Union man. Links up nicely with the diminutive Michael Barrios, who at 5'2" is the shortest player in Major League Soccer. They remember Barrios had that big win, a big goal in their last meeting here in Colorado in September in a 1-1 draw. Played a big part in the assist too, setting it up for Zardes on that equalizer Wednesday night. This diagonal ball in and easily retrieved. Jonathan Bond makes his first contact with the match ball. Here's Derek Williams now at 10 minutes on the clock. Awkward ball back all the way from Avellison. It was chested down by Jonathan Bond. Right-hand side for Julian Araujo has really played some fine football, but had his good form interrupted on Wednesday night after bungling over Kinkanovic and giving away a penalty in the first half, part of a 3-goal first half onslaught from San Jose. Galaxy really riddled a team that lost that game really down to individual errors, not necessarily losing the battle in the entirety from a tactical and systematic point of view. Galaxy actually outshooting San Jose 25-11 and putting 10 shots on target to the Earthquakes 4. So Sasha Kleshtin standing over the free kick, wearing the armband tonight, the 36-year-old who turns 37 in about 2 months. This one from about 40 yards away. Enough to bring Williams forward along with big Nick DePuy at 6'5". Kleshtin fires one in and it skips off the head of Kevin Cabral as Giassi Zardes heads it clear. It'll be a throw-in on this near side for Los Angeles. Zardes, of course, starting to settle in. 2 of his 3 goals coming in Colorado colors since his big move at the beginning of April. Comes in as a designated player, now 30 years of age, after spending so much time with the Galaxy, part of that 2014 MLS Cup winning team. All the way back to Jonathan Bond, who finds Julian Araujo under some pressure here from Jonathan Lewis. That will be a real fascinating individual battle. USA against Mexico. The 2 young upstart internationals going head-to-head. First touch forward on that long ball from Joveljic. He's got one with him. It's Cabral. It's Joveljic trying to catch it with that left foot, but just missed hit it didn't have a lot of options as it was a 2v4 for the Serbian. Stunning 2-goal performance from the Super Serb. A comeback that was too little too late. But Colorado nearly caught against the run of play, and the Galaxy kind of setting up in similar vein to what we saw against the Montreal team back on the 4th of July, 12 days ago. Long searching ball from the Rapids finds the sprightly Jonathan Lewis on that left-hand side, trying to link up with Diego Rubio. Priso now plays Rosenberry. The Galaxy defending deep. It's come out wide to Michael Barrios. Drops that shoulder, trying to get the cross off. And did it take a deflection? No, so it will be a goal kick for LA. Well, we've got a moment, soccer fans. The 2022 stretch plan runs are here, available now. You can select 3 of our remaining home games and receive priority access for playoffs. All you have to do is call 1-877-3-GALAXY. That's 1-877-342-5299. Or just email us ticket plans at lagalaxy.com today. Goalless after 14 minutes at Dick's Sporting Goods Park. 18 points from a possible 30 taken by Colorado, but it's Kevin Cabral wide on his right-hand side. Works his way in, squares it across, trying to seek out Joveljic, and it's a bicycle attempt from the Serbian, not lacking in confidence. Couldn't quite connect with it. Dejan Joveljic, the hottest striker in Major League Soccer right now. Brilliant build-up play on this right-hand side, and Joveljic makes that near-post run. Interception from Wilson, and Yarborough got his hands to it, but spilled it, so it will be a corner, the first of the evening for LA. Sloppy all the way around. What a goal that would have been from Dejan Joveljic, who is turning out to be quite the find. After signing from Eintracht Frankfurt last year, the ensuing corner whipped across and over, hit by Efrain Alvarez and out on the other side. So it will be a goal kick for William Yarbrough. And the mission right now for Efrain Alvarez, I'm sure, trying to develop a little bit more consistency and a couple of come-to-Jesus heart-to-heart talks with Greg Vanney, saying, how can we get better? How can I grow and take that next step as a player? He's been challenged. We'll see if he can answer the bell. Certainly it's the time of a young professional's career. Efrain, now 20 years of age, needs to mature into the real deal sooner than later. All the way forward now from Colorado is Zardes with his back to goal, about 50 yards away, supported by Acosta, the Honduras international, trying to play it on that short, long. Williams, some confusion at the back with Jonathan Lewis. Down goes Jonathan Lewis, who casts a hopeful glance to the referee, but he's not going to get it. Lewis already involved in several of these forays forward. Unconvincing clearance by Derek Williams. It was just an awkward fall for Jonathan Lewis inside the penalty area. And the ensuing play, seeing Efrain Alvarez brought down, so a free kick for Jonathan Bond. Quarter of an hour that really hasn't offered much in terms of attacking chances. A half chance for Dejan Joveljic. The best opportunity falling on the 6th minute for Gyasi Zardes, who had his attempt cleared by Derek Williams. The Galaxy depleted. Colorado in the midst of upheaval. 2 teams in the doldrums on current form. No wins since early May now, and it's a mistake from Rosenberry. Joveljic trying to play it up. Cabral open field. It's Kevin Cabral, caught from behind by Danny Wilson. And the struggles in front of goal continue for the young Frenchman. What a recovery from Danny Wilson. But Cabral just lacking that confidence. Didn't take it. Beautifully played off the error from Rosenberry. Just mishit it. Joveljic pounces, plays it first time. Beautifully weighted, and it was Wilson who came across, blunting the Frenchman about 12 yards out. So the Galaxy keep possession now. Raveloson links up with Gasper. Been dangerous in transition. The Galaxy absorbing much of this Colorado possession in the first opening 17 minutes. Here's Nick DePue wide for the fullback, Julian Araujo. Araujo recently voted to the MLS All-Star team along with his teammate Chicharito Hernandez, which will be played against the Liga MX All-Stars on August 10th. Again, the Galaxy without Chicharito tonight, along with Mark Delgado, 2 big first-team losses. Neither traveled, missing out for the second consecutive games due to the COVID health and safety protocol instituted by Major League Soccer. No doubt sorely missed presence, so Greg Vanney forced to chop and change this evening, trying to find the winning recipe for a team that has 1 win in their last 5. Colorado looking rather unassured at the back. So the opportunity arising now for Los Angeles. LA trying to breach the line. 137th corner of the season. Efrain Alvarez whips it in, and it's belted in. What a save it was from William Yarbrough, denying the Galaxy. My goodness, what a stop. It was at point-blank range, but it was coming in at serious power and pace. Well held and well denied by the American goalkeeper, born in Mexico, William Yarbrough. Galaxy have yet to score directly off a corner kick this season, despite having taken more corner kicks than any team in Major League Soccer. Something that they've got to get better at. Falls to Raheem Edwards, poked away by Ralph Priso. Here's Zardes dropping in. Tidied up by Nick DePue, finds a centrally located Raheem Edwards, who does well to keep possession, plays Efrain Alvarez. This is promising, and Alvarez lets it rip, blocked by Abubakar. It filters all the way through, but eventually stopped by Danny Wilson. And Wilson trying to release Jonathan Lewis on the other side, who's got DePue beaten for pace in transition. Squares it across. It's Diego Rubio who slots it home and opens the goal-scoring account. The Rapids, like lightning, striking on the counter-attack. Diego Rubio with goal number 9, and it's Colorado 1, LA Galaxy 0. Not the start they wanted, and the Galaxy conceding first again. Caught in transition and on the counterattack, a simple ball that saw Nick DePue outmatched by an advanced Jonathan Lewis, who plays it over. The defense caught too deep, no one closing down Rubio, who brilliantly picks out his spot at the top of the box, puts it past Jonathan Bond in that bottom corner. And the Galaxy conceding for the 26th time this season. And Diego Rubio on target. The talented Chilean answering the bell once again as Colorado's top goal scorer comes through. And the Galaxy left to dig themselves out of a hole yet again. Smiles all the way around. But Colorado against the run of play, seizing the advantage, and now an examination of LA character. A second quality chance. Played wide now to the left-hand side. Once again, it's that man, Lewis. Marking up it is Nick DePue, and the cross is over, hit and out. The Galaxy once again caught in behind with their fullbacks pushed high. And on the counterattack, it was the Rapids able to find that space, attack it. And LA paying the ultimate price. Falling from behind against San Jose after 13 minutes. Falling behind to LAFC after 17 minutes. And falling behind to Minnesota after 9 minutes. A familiar theme resurfacing. Araujo for Alvarez. Over the head of Priso, and Raveloson helps it on for Raheem Edwards. Edwards pumps the cross in, takes a deflection off of Keegan Rosenberry. They continue to fight through it. It's a shove in the back from Raveloson, and it will be a free kick. Come and enjoy a special match day experience from LA Galaxy. Far, far away. You can celebrate Star Wars night as your LA Galaxy gets set to take on Atlanta United coming up on July 24th in Carson. All you have to do is visit lagalaxy.com/Star Wars to reserve your seat today. Midway through the first half, great to have you along wherever you may be listening here on Galaxy Radio. The Galaxy seeing Colorado dominate possession. The Galaxy, which is 39% of it, but with 6 shots to Colorado's 2, but the only stat that matters, Colorado 1, LA 0. The Galaxy trying to dig themselves out of a hole on the road now. Lewis locates Barrios on the edge of the box, pumps one in for the awaiting Zardes. You can't get to it in time. It takes a deflection, and it will be the third corner of the evening for the hosts. Had some success on those long diagonal balls, getting in behind. Michael Barrios, the speedy Colombian, has been so problematic in the past. Getting his 10th start of 2022 for the Rapids. So a corner upcoming now for Brian Acosta, the 28-year-old. Important moment for this. The Galaxy need to remain steadfast. Acosta whips one on the outswinger, ballot put in, and it's sent in, and it's Lalas Abubakar who doubles up, and the Galaxy with their second goal allowed in the space of 4 minutes. And Lalas Abubakar with a dagger into the heart of the Galaxy defense. And once again, the Galaxy, we've seen this movie before, putting themselves in the hole. It was Acosta's ball across, and it was Gyasi Zardes heading it in, along with Lalas Abubakar making a run to that far post, but Zardes with just his second goal from the run of play. However, his second in 2 games, his 4th of the season, his 3rd in Colorado colors. And just like that, the Rapids double up after 25 minutes. Acosta with the assist, his 3rd of the season. A big goal for a player that used to provide some big moments for Los Angeles, and you couldn't have scripted a better start, and it's more of the same from LA. On a night when Greg Vanney challenged his team, made 4 changes to the first 11, and it's the same problems resurfacing. Referee having a look at it here and conferring with the video assistant referee. An anxious Robin Fraser looking on. Not sure exactly what referee may be deliberating over. Looked to be a perfectly good goal, but has yet to let play resume. So under video assistant review, and referee is going to go have a look. My goodness, this could be massive. Well, moments after Diego Rubio have given the Galaxy their 26th goal, they've taken Colorado on target. And this one could be massive as Greg Vanney, visibly concerned, and without question, Galaxy defense has been porous as of late. 11 goals allowed in their last 5. And a key moment here as the referee continues to take a look at it at the monitor on the touchline. Tense moments for Los Angeles. And the question as to what is being deliberated. It's not a question of offside. Acosta plays it in. And a player that goes down. Not exactly sure as to what and why. So it's met with some disapproval. And it looks as though it has been wiped off the board. We'll have to get clarification as soon as the situation resolves itself. Robin Frazier, the Colorado head coach, visibly irate, remonstrating with the fourth official, and it's been disallowed. My goodness, what a change, what a break for the Galaxy. So VAR disallowing the second goal from Giassi Zardes. The Galaxy let off the hook. An important one here. Back to the other end now, the Galaxy on the defensive. Tough to say exactly what the grounds for the disallowal of the goal. Nevertheless, we play on after 29 minutes, and that will come out of play. It looks as though Keegan Rosenberry may have found himself in the offside position. Tough to see from our angle. Indirect offside appears to be the ruling. Ravelis catching Rubio in possession. This is Raheem Edwards trying to forge his way forward. Now Joveljic well inside that Colorado half, locates Araujo, and Araujo overhits his cross. It might have been the second phase of play. Another look. These fans that are really come in, the traveling contingent, in good voice. Galaxy and a smattering of away support at Dick's Sporting Goods Park. Half an hour gone. Colorado in possession here as they work it wide to this left-hand side for the left fullback, Lucas Estevez. This is Danny Wilson partnering tonight with Lalas Abubakar. Galaxy closing down now. Reinvigorated after that ruling, and it's Alvarez who's found that pocket of space wide to the right. It's Cabral who feints and once again flubs his lines in front of goal. My goodness, it's just not going according to plan for Kevin Cabral tonight, who's had two quality opportunities. Saw one about 20 minutes ago when he was played in beautifully by Joveljic. This time it's Alvarez with a perfectly weighted diagonal ball, and it was Cabral who just left his foot off of it. Took his eye off the ball momentarily. Meanwhile, Efrain Alvarez going for goal straight into Danny Wilson, and it drops to the feet of Diego Rubio, who clears it away. Chased down by Michael Barrios at the other end, and Colorado trying to catch the Galaxy out on the counter. Gasper and Williams closing down the slippery Colombian, who fires off, gets off the cross, but Sasha Kleshchin there with a foot to it. This is Chase Gasper operating at left fullback on this left-hand side. Edwards, the former LAFC man, part of that Canadian World Cup qualification setup. Kleshchin now finds Ravelis, who strides into the Colorado half. This is positive football here from LA. They got a break moments ago. Here's Gasper now locating Kevin Cabral. Efrain Alvarez working his way down this left-hand side. The Galaxy in need of some creative inspiration. They've looked their most dangerous coming against the run of play on the scatter attacks. But breaking down the opposition is another matter entirely. This is Derek Williams, unimpeded. Gasper is hugging that touch line. Wide on his left-hand side, and it's just cheaply given away to the Rapids. They're only too happy to oblige. It'll be Rosenberry, flanked by Wilson, who clears, but only as far as Ryan Revellison, and the Malagasy cleans it up. And the Galaxy restore possession. They'll go direct. The run from Cabral over the top, nicely cut out. Abubakar's clear. It's only as far as Alvarez over to the right-hand side where Raheem Edwards had made that run, coming all the way across from the left. Edwards dipping and turning and twisting, trying to catch out Lucas Estevez, who is not having it. Well defended by the Brazilian fullback. Araujo aiding to the cause now. Depew chipping one in, trying to pick out Jovalic, and all hands to the pump as Danny Wilson wins the header and Estevez clears. Good spell of play from the Galaxy, chipping away, just trying to create that solid quality chance. Colorado enjoying 58% possession of the ball. The Galaxy with just one shot on target. Here's Sasha Kleshchin for Julian Araujo. The part of the season where character is examined. The Galaxy had their problems in 2021, trying to avoid the same pitfall. Gasper back heels for Raheem Edwards. Some joy down this left-hand side. Edwards unencumbered now. Plays it for an onside. Chase Gasper, who did well to keep it in. Gasper with just his second start in Galaxy white. And it'll come off with the Galaxy fullback and out. Soccer fans, 2022 stretch plans are available now. Select 3 of our remaining home games and receive priority access for the playoffs. Call 1-877-3-GALAXY. That's 1-877-342-5299. Or you can email us at ticketplans@lagalaxy.com today. Corner number 3, the 138th of the season. Galaxy still looking for their first goal from a corner in 2022. Kleshchin delivers good-looking service out at Pobbs, and it's volleyed by Dejan Jovalic, but Deca sees it stopped cold at that near post and out. Galaxy once again spurning the chance, and it's Williams who's come up the worst for wear after the corner. Williams just dropped in time by Brian Acosta. Good coverage at the back there as Rubio just sliding in front of Yarborough. Some concerned moments. One 0 the scoreline, Colorado with the only strike of the game thanks to Diego Rubio 20 minutes after kickoff. Galaxy thought they'd gone down by 2 just 4 minutes later, but Chelsea Zardes' header disallowed as Keegan Rosenberry was in the offside position. And that is where we stand. Back the other way come the Galaxy, and Edwards sees it take a deflection. Corner number 4 upcoming for Los Angeles. It's been a good response here in the last 5 minutes from LA. Can they get that extra bit of quality? And a team that statistically measures up XG, or expected goals, at 1.74, a very respectable mark. That's 4th best in Major League Soccer. But a team that has scored just 29 times, very much in the middle of the pack. Here's Alvarez on the outswinger, skips past everybody, and Williams, it popped up, and the Irishman couldn't keep his header down. Didn't have much time to react to it as it pinged around and caught him unawares, and Colorado will take that. And the good fortune favoring the hosts. It was a good-looking delivery, initially headed on by Sasha Kleshchin. It pinged around and really caught Williams by surprise. But a chance that goes begging for the Galaxy with already 9 shots, out shooting Colorado by 6, but just 2 of substantial quality. Back the other way now, Rubio firmly ensconced in the Galaxy half. Cabral dropping deeper. Here's Giassi Zardes for the Rapids. Still odd to call his name for another team. And once again, that ball from Jonathan Lewis left a bit to be desired, a little too heavy. He's a real live wire, Jonathan Lewis, the 25-year-old, who's part of that Gold Cup setup last summer in 2021 for Greg Berhalter in the USA. Been a Galaxy killer as of late, scoring 2 goals in the last 3 meetings between these two. So Jonathan Bond giving it a ride into the Colorado night. The Galaxy playing at altitude once again in the Mile High City. Commerce City just outside of Denver. Nick DePew. Galaxy looking for more cutting edge going forward. Lazy from Williams as it's cut out by Priso, who's felled by Ryan Raveloson, the young teenager on his MLS debut, bringing out the yellow card for Raveloson, who's booked for the 4th time in 2022. Really a careless, and the Galaxy lackadaisical, you could say, in possession, and caught once again in their distribution at the back. Coming up to the break, we'll get you updated on all the other scores in Major League Soccer. A lot of goings on this weekend as the games come thick and fast, as they say. We'll have a full statistical breakdown and more analysis. It's all coming up here on the halftime show on Galaxy Radio. As we close in on the end of the first half, it breaks for Los Angeles. Efrain Alvarez in the center circle, feeding it to a wide open Chase Gasper on the gallop. Squares it now for Raveloson, who's dropped to the ground, and a free kick is won. It's a simple challenge, but it caught the Madagascar International from behind. While we've got a moment, soccer fans, 2022 partial plans still available. Plans include special rates and priority purchasing access for the playoffs. All you have to do is get on the phone, call that familiar number, 1-877-3-GALAXY. That's 1-877-342-5299, or you can just email us at ticketplans@lagalaxy.com. Costa bringing down Ryan Raveloson. This could present the golden ticket for the Galaxy, trying to ply their way back into this game, and it would be the perfect juncture at which to do so. About 5 minutes plus added on time remaining, and this one about 20 yards out. Alvarez switches it over, hits it with that left, over to the right. Williams heads it back into the penalty area, and it's dispatched by Diego Rubio. Galaxy just lacking conviction in the penalty area, and that really is indicative of a season-long problem. It just sometimes guilty of overplay. And aside from Chicharito, as well as Dejan Joveljic, just haven't had the conviction in front of goal, despite creating the chances. Team that's put in 94 shots on target coming into today. It was in the top 10 in the league. 4th in terms of just overall shots, and those quality opportunities. A lot of half chances for the Galaxy, as was evidenced on Wednesday night against San Jose, despite the fact that JT Marsagowski made 9 saves. They really weren't of supernatural or exquisite quality. Sammy Grandsir warming up on the touchline for the Galaxy. Trailing this one after a 20th minute strike from Diego Rubio. The throw now for LA. Sasha Kleshtin brought to ground by Brian Acosta, who's flirting with the booking. And they're bringing down Ryan Raveloson moments ago. Now a little sloppy from the Honduran. Has a few words with the referee. Free kick upcoming now for LA. Referee tonight, Guido Gonzalez, assisted by Kevin Klinger and Diego Blas. Fourth official, Matthew Thompson and Ismail Elfad in the VAR booth. Brilliantly taken out of the back, and here come the Rapids. Trying to inflict more pain just before halftime. Long diagonal ball, trying to catch out Julian Araujo. This is Jonathan Lewis, calls his own number and sends it well high of goal. Well, he's been a real spark plug on that left-hand side, Jonathan Lewis. Full of all kinds of endeavor. Been able to get the best of Julian Araujo, is left to mark too, as that run down that left-hand side left the Galaxy fullback stranded there. On a 1v2, Colorado unable to take advantage. Closing moments of half number one. Galaxy with plenty to discuss. Plenty to deliberate over during Greg Vanny's halftime team talk, I'm sure. .44th minute now for Nick DePue, who finds his way to Julian Araujo now. The Galaxy trying to ply their way back. Careless from Julian, off of Estevez, though. And it will be a throw-in for Los Angeles. Mentioned a busy schedule, fatigue perhaps playing a role. It's a Galaxy team tonight, playing in their fourth game in 13 games, or 13 days rather. A game roughly just a little over every 3 days. Dog days of summer, as they call it. Colorado able to win it back as Araujo is dispossessed. Here's Jonathan Lewis working his way inside the Galaxy half as they move into the final minute, plus added on time at DSG. Galaxy looking for their fourth win on their travels in 9 games on the road this season. As I mentioned, their first away game since May 18th when they drew to Minnesota. Zardes is back to goal and brought to ground by Nick DePue. So free kick for Giassi and the Rapids. A little extra dialogue going on between the Galaxy captain Sasha Kleshtin and referee Guido Gonzalez. So Colorado restore possession. As I mentioned, a big part of the schedule coming to fruition as we move into stoppage time. Galaxy unable to win it back. Out it pops to Michael Barrios now. Diego Rubio links with Giassi Zardes, who drifts in between that pocket of space between midfield and defense, and Rubio is played in and just gets it all wrong. Wonderful ball from Zardes, and Rubio, who is in behind, clean in and had a great look at it, and it's belted by Acosta and turned away by Jonathan Bond. The Galaxy up against it right now. There's so many cracks in that defense, which has been caught wanting yet again. As I mentioned, it's a team that has conceded 11 times in their last 5 games. Make it 8-3, and they've been played through once again. Barrios across to that far post, and Zardes couldn't connect. Wonderful build-up play, and catching the Galaxy out yet again. This defense, I tell you what, halftime cannot come too soon right now. Colorado unlucky, and the Galaxy very lucky. It was Gasper caught square and flat-footed. Zardes making that run to the far post. Simple ball across, rolled by Barrios. He's gotten the better of Chase Gaspert on several occasions this evening. So Rubio flubbing his lines, and that one just a little too heavy on the approach, but Colorado definitely on the ascendancy towards the end of the first half. The Galaxy with the throw right in front of the Colorado head coach, Robin Frazier. one is 7:54 local time in Mountain Time Zone, 1 hour ahead of us in the Pacific region. Temperatures beginning to cool, and that will be welcomed with open arms. The throw in now on this near side in first half stoppage time for Keegan Rosenberry. Galaxy just trying to hold firm and not concede. Both of these two not noted for their attacking proficiency this year, but defensively tough to break down. Each with 6 shutouts. The Rapids have the chance to improve upon that. The Galaxy won't. And the far side throw-in for Julian Araujo. And that's going to do it. First half is in the books, and the Colorado Rapids with a strong start. Some spurned chances from Kevin Cabral. A little controversy as well, but the only goal in the end here after 45 minutes of play coming from the Chilean Diego Rubio. They found the back of the net off some lovely play from Jonathan Lewis. And the Galaxy continue to struggle. Halftime at Dick's Sporting Goods Park. It's the Colorado Rapids 1, the LA Galaxy 0. Stay with us. The halftime show is next.
Over the course of a single game, LA Galaxy players will spend 90 minutes fighting for the ball, going on goal, sprinting, sliding, jogging backwards, running almost 7 miles, while maintaining an average heart rate of 160 beats per minute. And they'll perform at this world-class level 31 times a year, powered by Herbalife Nutrition, the official nutrition company of the LA Galaxy. To power up like a pro, contact your Herbalife independent distributor or visit Herbalife.com today.
There's never been a better time to switch to Spectrum Mobile. You could save hundreds of dollars on your mobile bill. Plus, there are no added taxes, hidden fees, and no contracts. Try the Spectrum Mobile Savings Calculator today, and in 3 easy steps, you'll see how much you could save by switching. Visit spectrummobile.com/save. Spectrum Internet required. Savings may vary. Restrictions apply. Visit spectrummobile.com/save for details.
In 1925, Modelo began brewing beer for those who believe in better. A model beer, steeped in the tradition of tireless effort. A rich Pilsner-style lager for those who wear their heart and heritage in their rolled-up sleeve. Since our first batch 94 years ago, to every bottle raised today, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Dignity Health is the official healthcare partner of the LA Galaxy, including Glendale Memorial, St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Across Dignity Health hospitals and care sites, the well-being of patients is always the priority. To learn about emergency services, healthcare, and healthy joints, you can visit dignityhealth.org/SoCal. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
Celebrate Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel's 36th anniversary this July. Play for chances to win a new BMW i4 electric vehicle, hundreds of thousands in cash, and free play. Love a good competition? Yamava is home to monthly blackjack tournaments where big money prizes are up for grabs. Stay local, stay cool, and stay winning at Yamava Resort and Casino. Details at yamava.com. Must be 21. Please gamble responsibly.
You know you want that smoky, tangy, sweet, and spicy sauced and tossed Wingstop. But you just brought a haul of groceries home from the store. It's cool. No one expects you to shop and cook in the same day. So let the flavor experts at Wingstop hook you up with mouth-watering wings, crispy tenders and thighs, fries and sides delivered to your door. You can always cook tomorrow. That's why the fridge was invented. Get it delivered at wingstop.com.
This LA Galaxy Halftime is brought to you by Wingstop, the flavor of the LA Galaxy. Order now at wingstop.com.
Time at Dick's Sporting Goods Park in Commerce City, Colorado, and so far so good, at least if you're a Colorado Rapids fan, finding themselves up 1-0 over the Galaxy thanks to a 20th minute strike from the Chilean sensation Diego Rubio. Let's get you caught up on a busy day in Major League Soccer. 7 games taking place on the calendar today on Saturday. Earlier this afternoon, final score in Canada, in Quebec. Montreal 1, Toronto FC 0. The only strike coming off a 69th minute own goal from Toronto SC's Luka McNaughton. Elsewhere, Philadelphia 2-1 winners over the New England Revolution. Big result for them. An important victory as well. Chicago and Seattle going at it, and Chicago getting the big win, adding to Seattle's woest ways. The score was 1-0, and Cichos on target after 23 minutes. Elsewhere, Inter Miami losing so far in the first half at home to Charlotte on the 37th minute. Minnesota deep into stoppage time, 2-0 over DC United. And of course, FC Dallas at halftime, 1-0 in the Texas Derby against Austin. So a lot of scores that could have a big effect on the Western Conference landscape. The Galaxy looking for a few favors, but they've got to take care of their own business right now. A team that's started a little bit lackluster, really didn't appear to be in sync. A couple of opportunities spurned by Kevin Cabral, who continues to struggle in front of goal. But once again, it's defensive lapses that have really characterized the Galaxy's recent run of form as of late. And now a team that's conceded 8 goals in their last 3 games, and still with 45 minutes to play, really faces a stern examination. They have to look themselves in the mirror. They want to get it right. All right, we're going to step aside, but there's more halftime coming up. Colorado 1-0 over the Galaxy here at the break. Stay with us.
In the course of a single game, LA Galaxy players will spend 90 minutes fighting for the ball, going on goal, sprinting, sliding, jogging backwards, running almost 7 miles, while maintaining an average heart rate of 160 beats per minute. And they'll perform at this world-class level 31 times a year, powered by Herbalife Nutrition, the official nutrition company of the LA Galaxy. To power up like a pro, contact your Herbalife independent distributor or visit Herbalife.com today.
There's never been a better time to switch to Spectrum Mobile. You could save hundreds of dollars on your mobile bill. Plus, there are no added taxes, hidden fees, and no contracts. Try the Spectrum Mobile Savings Calculator today, and in 3 easy steps, you'll see how much you could save by switching. Visit spectrummobile.com/save. Spectrum Internet required. Savings may vary. Restrictions apply. Visit spectrummobile.com/save for details.
In 1925, Modelo began brewing beer for those who believe in better. A model beer, steeped in the tradition of tireless effort. A rich Pilsner-style lager for those who wear their heart and heritage on their rolled-up sleeve. Since our first batch 94 years ago, to every bottle raised today, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Dignity Health is the official healthcare partner of the LA Galaxy, including Glendale Memorial, St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Across Dignity Health hospitals and care sites, the well-being of patients is always the priority. To learn about emergency services, healthcare, and healthy joints, you can visit dignityhealth.org/SoCal. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
Celebrate Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel's 36th anniversary this July. Play for chances to win a new BMW i4 electric vehicle, hundreds of thousands in cash, and free play. Love a good competition? Yamava is home to monthly blackjack tournaments where big money prizes are up for grabs. Stay local, stay cool, and stay winning at Yamava Resort and Casino. Details at yamava.com. Must be 21. Please gamble responsibly.
And welcome back to the halftime show right here on Galaxy Radio. So far, not so good for Los Angeles, finding themselves down 1-0 away to the Colorado Rapids as we get set for the second half momentarily. Breaking it down statistically, not too shabby for the Galaxy. And look, in terms of raw numbers, yes, they saw Colorado have the better share of the ball with 55% possession. However, limiting Colorado to 5 opportunities, 3 of those on target, however, which is kind of a better mark and a sharp contrast, an interesting contrast to the chances created for Los Angeles. 12 shots for the Galaxy, most of those half chances, but only 2 on target. And the Galaxy only forcing William Yarbrough into a couple of saves. Just 1 save for Jonathan Bond, despite being beaten twice tonight, one of which was disallowed after a Giassi Zardes header was disallowed due to Keegan Rosenberry being in the offside position. So a big let-off for the Galaxy as they were in danger of going down in a huge deficit, conceding twice perhaps in the space of 4 minutes, but now only down 1. But ever after that disallowed goal, you have to credit Los Angeles. It was a good response, created a couple of good opportunities for Kevin Cabral and some good forays forward, but the Galaxy once again just caught a little lackadaisical on defense and really couldn't get things going. Upon further review of the VAR, it was tough to see, but Keegan Rosenberry, after the header in that second phase of play, deemed by Ismail Elfat, the video assistant referee, to have been in the offside position. Guido Gonzalez took his time, looked at it on the monitor, and disallowed the goal, and it's keeping the Galaxy in it. And Dejan Joveljic had a couple of half chances, tried to get things going. Cabral played in on a couple of times, some last-ditch defending. The Galaxy dangerous on corners as Sasha Kleshtin, or rather Derek Williams, was denied at point-blank range, but unable to find the finishing product. The Galaxy came time and time again, and a little fortuitous, and a bit of good fortune for Colorado helping them on. So certainly a lot of work to do here for the Galaxy if they want to apply their way back into it. But if there is a positive that Greg Vanney can take, is that they've played their way back into this. They didn't get their heads down after that second goal. Perhaps a break for the Galaxy, and perhaps something they can build upon. We shall see. All right, we're going to take a quick break. When you return, it's back to business. Second half kickoff, Colorado and Los Angeles. The final 45 is straight ahead here on Galaxy Radio.
Over the course of a single game, LA Galaxy players will spend 90 minutes fighting for the ball, going on goal, sprinting, sliding, jogging backwards, running almost 7 miles, while maintaining an average heart rate of 160 beats per minute. And they'll perform at this world-class level 31 times a year, powered by Herbalife Nutrition, the official nutrition company of the LA Galaxy. To power up like a pro, contact your Herbalife independent distributor or visit Herbalife.com today.
There's never been a better time to switch to Spectrum Mobile. You could save hundreds of dollars on your mobile bill. Plus, there are no added taxes, hidden fees, and no contracts. Try the Spectrum Mobile Savings Calculator today, and in 3 easy steps, you'll see how much you could save by switching. Visit spectrummobile.com/save. Spectrum Internet required. Savings may vary. Restrictions apply. Visit spectrummobile.com/save for details.
In 1925, Modelo began brewing beer for those who believe in better. A model beer, steeped in the tradition of tireless effort. A rich Pilsner-style lager for those who wear their heart and heritage on their rolled-up sleeve. Since our first batch 94 years ago, to every bottle raised today, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Dignity Health is the official healthcare partner of the LA Galaxy, including Glendale Memorial, St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Across Dignity Health hospitals and care sites, the well-being of patients is always the priority. To learn about emergency services, healthcare, and healthy joints, you can visit dignityhealth.org/SoCal. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
Celebrate Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel's 36th anniversary this July. Play for chances to win a new BMW i4 electric vehicle, hundreds of thousands in cash, and free play. Love a good competition? Yamava is home to monthly blackjack tournaments where big money prizes are up for grabs. Stay local, stay cool, and stay winning at Yamava Resort and Casino. Details at yamava.com. Must be 21. Please gamble responsibly.
You know you want that smoky, tangy, sweet, and spicy sauced and tossed Wingstop. But you just brought a haul of groceries home from the store. It's cool. No one expects you to shop and cook in the same day. So let the flavor experts at Wingstop hook you up with mouth-watering wings, crispy tenders and thighs, fries and sides delivered to your door. You can always cook tomorrow. That's why the fridge was invented. Get it delivered at wingstop.com.
It's time now for the second half of our contest. This LA Galaxy match is brought to you by Herbalife, nutrition for a better life.
And welcome back to Galaxy Radio as we gear up for the second stanza. The Galaxy trailing the Colorado Rapids by 1-0 here on match day 20. It was an opportunity for the Galaxy to perhaps draw into that top 5 with a victory. However, they're going to have to come back from a goal down, and once again, a familiar theme really resurfacing for the Galaxy. Lackadaisical defending, digging themselves a hole, and now left to dig it out here in the second half. Fortunately, though, on the bright side, it's not all doom and gloom. This is a team that has responded. They've shown valiant comeback attempts against LAFC, of course, against Minnesota. We saw it on Wednesday night, but unfortunately, they dug themselves too big a hole, conceding 3 times in each of those games. The good news, it's only 1 goal tonight, and based upon what we've seen in the past, the Galaxy seeing it not insurmountable. We shall see. Galaxy start us off. They will be attacking the goal to your right in Commerce City, Colorado. I am Christian Miles. Wherever you may be listening, it is great to have the pleasure of your company. The Colorado Rapids making a change in the center of the park. We'll get you caught up on that change momentarily. It looks as though Colin Warner has checked in on behalf of the Burgundy boys. Galaxy, as you were in the back. We can't tell you there has been a change on the right-hand side, though, for Greg Vanny, bringing on Diego Costa. Nearly opened up on the left-hand side for Sammy Grandsiers, also checked in. So the Galaxy shaking it up, and Daniel Aguirre has come in. So a triple switch at the break for the second consecutive time. It's on for Joveljic, who fires it home, but he was in the offside position. Dejan Joveljic took it, and took it well with alacrity, but clearly in the offside position. Galaxy have had their chances, and Joveljic about a yard off. Easiest call for Guido Gonzalez to make, and no protest whatsoever from the Serbian. But I tell you what, he can take his chances, can he? Left foot, right foot. He's a natural goal scorer. So Costa comes in shouldering off Rubio, and the challenge of South Americans. Danny Aguirre from UC Riverside locates the Frenchman Sammy Grandsiers, who's taken up his spot wide on the left. Grandsiers with a brilliant run all the way through. This Galaxy team coming out with purpose, very well organized. My goodness. So Daniel Aguirre coming on, Sasha Kleshchin off. So we sort through all these substitutions. The Rapids back in possession now. A little bit of hearts aflutter as Warner is slotted into that central spot alongside a Kolstad. It looks as though Priso has come off. So a change in the center and going with a little experience over the youth in Priso. He looked to have a pretty good outing himself on his Major League Soccer debut, and all eyes on Douglas Costa. The Brazilian designated player who got himself in a slight predicament, sent off for a silly red card rather. back on the 29th of June with an elbow on Joseph Rosales. He got himself a 2-match ban from the MLS Disciplinary Commission and spent some of that time off on vacation, and some careless tweets sent out that drew a lot of the ire from the fan base and a lot of criticism in the media circles. Returned and had a pretty good outing on Wednesday night as a halftime sub. Second time we've seen that as he comes out in a reprised role at the commencement of the second period. Here's Grancier, who was benched at halftime on Wednesday, and Aguirre, who was brought into the fold in the starting 11, now off the bench. Remember, you have to rotate your team at this point with these grueling schedules. Fourth game in 13 days. It opens up for Costa, who rides the challenge. Costa fires, and that one just wide. Decent effort from the Brazilian. You see flashes from Diego Costa. He's got it in his locker. Now it's about coming in fully fit, getting his fitness up, and just really integrating with the team. He's making strides, but when you come in with a designated player moniker, you come in with a $3+ million salary per year, you had got to produce. He has not done so on a consistent basis. Douglas Costa with a couple of goals in his 12 appearances so far this season. Aguirre out for Kleshchin, Costa on for Edwards, and Grancier replacing Cabral. Here's Lucas Estevez now playing it back for Danny Wilson, and Wilson will send it all the way forward. Aguirre with a good interception inside that Colorado half. It drops now for Derek Williams. Trying to set it out. So the second consecutive game, a triple switch at halftime for Greg Vanny, who's really lost his patience with his players. You'd really have to say, just to be blunt about it. He's called it embarrassing, not good enough. You pick the adjective, he's probably uttered it. Galaxy a little threadbare right now as well. Remember, no Chicharito Hernandez and Mark Delgado, missing their second consecutive game, out with the COVID health and safety protocol. Wide to the right-hand side, Colorado take possession 5 minutes into the second half, and Colin Warner, the halftime substitute, who came on for Priso, switches the point of attack. Wide to the left, just on the outside of the box now. Diego Rubio twisting and turning, fires off the cross, and ghosting in is Barrios. Chase Gasper caught ball watching, allowing the little Colombian to sneak in. And if not for some hapless finishing from the Colorado winger, the Galaxy could be down 2-0 and should be down 2-0. Just not good enough. And once again, not for the first time tonight, let off the hook. Barrios spurning his chance. One 0 the scoreline. Diego Rubio's strike in the 20th minute, the only thing separating these two. Quite the contrast from the separation in the Western Conference standings. The Galaxy coming into today in the 7th position, 6 above Colorado, 8 points up on their Colorado hosts. Long diagonal ball cut out by the right fullback, Keegan Rosenberry. Well won by Ryan Raveloson now, trying to kickstart the attack, but just not on the same page with Grancier as it goes out of play. No change in formation really here. Joveljic up there. We'll see Cabral off, and that same role occupied by Douglas Costa. Will tuck it underneath with Alvarez. He can play wide on the right and offer an interchangeability with the Brazilian. Greg Vanny searching for the answers right now. They've been in short supply as of late. The Galaxy losers 3 of their last 4 outings. So Aguirre in that holding role, part of that double pivot with Ryan Raveloson right now. He's come through the LA Galaxy system, part of that LA Galaxy 2 setup. Now making his 8th appearance with the first team, the senior squad. And play a little bit deeper with Raveloson a little bit higher. Here's Williams on a run. The Galaxy trying to piece something of consequence together. Chase Gasper operating on the left-hand side. It's been a positive start to the second half, despite the scare from Barrios. Here's Julian Araujo, who's worked his way into the Colorado half and sends it all the way back for Depew. It's been a troublesome night tonight for Julian Araujo. And now with Edwards off, perhaps be asked to make more of those attacking runs down the right-hand side to strike the perfect balance. Carelessly give it away. The Galaxy casual in possession. Long searching ball from Colorado, cut out by Gasper, who's brought down from behind by Barrios. Free kick for Los Angeles. Come and enjoy a special match day experience from the Galaxy far, far away. Celebrate Star Wars night as your LA Galaxy take on Atlanta United on July 24th. Visit lagalaxy.com/Star Wars to reserve your seat today. Opposite side now, and here come the Galaxy. A couple of step-overs, trying to set it up for Efrain Alvarez, and good play on the build-up from Ryan Raveloson. Both teams' defending has been slipshod, you could say. Caught wanting. Not exactly airtight. Douglas Costa now playing it for Julian Araujo. Here's Derek Williams with all 10 outfield players entrenched in that Colorado half. Rapids, like in LA, looking the most dangerous against the run and play on the counter in transition. And once again, possession relinquished by Los Angeles. Wide to the right as Rosenberry tries to play it up the line to no avail on all the way back to Jonathan Bond. 27 goals allowed from the Colorado Rapids, currently kind of in the middle of the pack, dead center. Conceded 2 more than Los Angeles defensive-wise, hunting for their 7th clean sheet of the season. A team that's been depleted. We've talked about the upheaval this Colorado team has faced. Brian Galvan and Abubakar Keita, the defender, out with injury, but mainly missing Jack Price at the center of midfield. The Englishman has really kind of been the bulwark in front of that back four. Sorely missed presence now as they've really rejigged things, and Mark Anthony Kay leaving, as well as Kellen Acosta. It's been a year of change from Robin Fraser, surprisingly so, and a team that really did so well in 2021, finishing at the top of the Western Conference before bowing out to the Portland Timbers in the Western Conference semifinal. They lost Austin Trusty in the back as well, just last week after he was sent over to Arsenal on loan. Subsequently, immediately loaned out to Birmingham City. Here's Colorado on the offensive now. Jonathan Lewis switched over inside the box, twisting and turning, puts it on that left foot. Good recovery. Derek Williams has been superb tonight, providing good cover almost as that sweeper, blunting Lewis, who's been problematic for the Galaxy defenders, namely Julian Araujo. Williams taking over the captain's armband for Sasha Kleshchin as well. So the corner upcoming. It'll be the 5th of the evening for the Rapids. And trotting over to take it will be Brian Acosta, the Honduran on this near side. It sets up nicely for his right foot. And all hands to the pump. The Galaxy don't want to get caught wanting here. They've been lackluster on corner kick defending as of late. Acosta's delivery to the far post, and that header just goes askew by Diego Rubio and out. Galaxy fans, the all-new 2022 City of Dreams kit is now available. This kit honors the clean, classic, and elegant white kit of the Galaxy's past with an LA twist. You can get yours now at the LA Galaxy team store. Colorado 1, the Galaxy 0. Score line here, long searching ball for Deka Jovalic. No problem for William Yarbrough. Mexican-born, a handful of appearances with the U.S. men's national team earlier in his career. In fact, came through the Mexico youth system at the under-20 level after coming through the Pachuca setup down in Mexico. Now in his 3rd season with the Rapids, trying to push it forward is Colorado to no avail as Costa just gives it away. Efrain Alvarez regathers it now, and here's Douglas Costa dropping into a deeper role. Links up nicely with Sammy Grandcir, the Frenchman now, to Efrain Alvarez. His central wide to the right-hand side. This is better build-up play as Raveloson reverses, switches the point of the attack now, and it's Douglas Costa bearing down, leaves it off. Efra hits it first time, straight into the feet of the awaiting Danny Wilson. Not much conviction on that. On the edge of the box from Efrain Alvarez. The Galaxy, though, plodding away, circling. Just lacking a certain sharpness, but it's in. But out comes Jonathan Bond to thwart the on-rushing Jonathan Lewis. Here's Lucas Estevez. Colorado in possession now. Keegan Rosenberry. And it's Araujo getting the better of Lewis this time, shrugging aside the Rapids winger. Grandcir has drifted over to this right-hand side, finds Efrain Alvarez. The Galaxy just trying to get a foothold here. It's been better in the second half. Acosta coming across and dispossessing Ryan Raveloson. It'll come out now for a Galaxy throw-in. Galaxy made some inroads, but now trying to take that final step. Looking for that quality in the final third. Is Aguirre. Locates Douglas Costa, who's drifted over to this left-hand side, something we haven't seen a lot of. Joveljic, one touch, trying to play it in for Gasper, and it's cleared away by Colorado's Keegan Rosenberry. There's a couple of step-overs in the Brazilian, and it's Douglas Costa. Efra with a good chance, trying to sort out his feet. Couldn't do so in time. Raveloson thought about a first-time hit from distance. Out wide now for Douglas Costa, bearing down on the left-hand side. Fires one across, forcing the issue. Bravely cleared off the head of Colorado's Danny Wilson, tracked down by Samuel Grandcir, who has his pocket picked stone cold by Lucas Estevez. Estevez has been very good on this left-hand side of the Colorado back four. Whether it be Grandcir, or whether it be Alvarez, Cabral, rarely beaten in his individual duels now as Grandcir continues wide on the right, switching flanks with Douglas Costa now, and Efrain Alvarez adding a wrinkle, kind of drifting in just underneath the likes of Deca Joveljic. Dropping into show now is Grandcir centrally. Joveljic in a deeper role, trying to facilitate. And here comes Efrain Alvarez, plays it forward now. Joveljic trying to sort his feet out on the edge of the box. And once again, Colorado able to repel the LA advancement. Down goes Diego Rubio, and a free kick now for the Colorado Rapids. Quick to take. And Julian Araujo with a silly subsequent booking. And see, after the initial foul now, they try to take it quick on the restart. Araujo, bringing down Rubio twice in succession, grabbing just his second yellow card of 2022. It's coming under the microscope from some of the local media for a lack of discipline. Put together a good patch of form. Some wobbles in the last couple of games after bungling over Benji Kinkanovic and giving away that first penalty kick, which was converted by Christian Espinosa. It's the second time the Galaxy had been beaten from the spot. Second substitution now coming for the Colorado Rapids. So it's going to be Sam Nicholson coming on, who was recently reacquired. The Scot coming in on the right-hand side for the Colombian Barrios. Second switch tonight for Robin Frazier. Nicholson in his second stint, now in his third game in his second stint, was with Colorado from 2018 to 2020. Just rejoined after a few years with Bristol Rovers. So Victor Vasquez also checking in. Victor Vasquez replacing Efrain Alvarez on the 63rd minute. We'll see how that alters the tactics here for Greg Vann. It looks as though we'll probably see Vasquez drop in underneath the likes of Deka Joveljic. Grand Cyr on the right, Douglas Costa on the left for the time being. That could change. Good interchanging passing and great play. It's opened up. It's Gyasi Zardes for the Colorado Rapids. They picked the Galaxy midfield apart in their best move of the night. Some great interchanging play and intricate passing. Is Jonathan Lewis combining to very good effect in the center of the park, releasing Gyasi Zardes, who looked to be a shade offside. Nevertheless, good save in the end from Jonathan Bond to thwart the former Galaxy striker on a night he is relishing against his old team. Colorado getting a little bit better right now. 52% of the possession as a whole. That's down from the 55 they had in the first half. Galaxy out shooting them 13-7, but it's Colorado with the better quality chances. Really nothing of substance aside from the early disallowed goal from Dejan Joveljic from the outside of the second half. Far left-hand side as Gasper bungles in to Sammy Nicholson, the 27-year-old Scot. Nicholson scoring 4 years ago in a 2-1 win at the death for Colorado in August of 2018. Gasper just bungling over the Rapids' newest acquisition. Nicholson in the first 11 on Wednesday night in that 1-1 draw at home to Orlando. Kind of like the Galaxy, Colorado team that had the better of it. Possession and created chance after chance, but couldn't take it. Forcing 6 saves from Pedro Galese in that Orlando goal. Free kick now, Ryan Acosta. From about 50 yards away, locates Wilson. It may drop for Warner now. Wide to the right. This is Keegan Rosenberry. He's joined in on the attack. Colorado looking to come to life. Lewis on a good run forward, running headstrong. Lewis belts one, but to the side netting. Good run from Jonathan Lewis. He's in very good form and loves scoring against the Galaxy. Robin Fraser has put his trust in the lively winger. Got up from the challenge, peeled on the inside. Poor challenge that time from Gasper, who loses out second best. Jonathan Lewis looking the part tonight for the Rapids. Far and away their best attacking option. We are midway through the second half. Colorado 1, the LA Galaxy 0. This is Galaxy Radio. Wherever you may be listening, the Galaxy trying to shrug aside a poor run of form. It's 1 win in 5. They've lost 3 of their last 4, and Douglas Costa is offside. Costa perhaps reinvigorated. Rumor had it that his social media post met with some criticism by members of the American soccer media, and that criticism relayed to him by his wife. Costa showing signs of improvement, slight signs. But as far as getting back to the standard of the Douglas Costa that captured the world's attention throughout those years with Juventus and Bayern Munich, well, he's fallen short of that mark. And a yellow card issued by Guido Gonzalez, I believe for delay of game against Danny Wilson. Two bookings tonight. So Wilson confirmed, and the Scot will grab his 6th yellow card of 2022. So Nick DePio also given a booking for a challenge against Gyasi Zardes, and for me, I didn't see much in it. More contact with the leaping Julian Araujo So back-to-back bookings, 2 apiece for each of these clubs tonight. 6 points Western Conference swing at stake. Colorado trying to end a 6-match winless run. Acosta standing over it inside the Galaxy half with 20 minutes left. And about 40 yards away from goal, Abubakar gets ahead to it. It spilled. Zardis has it blocked. Referee had called the play dead as Abubakar bungling over the defender. He's been more apt and more aggressive on attacking set pieces. Abubakar just going up and over the back of Gasper. And that's what the referee had spotted. So the Galaxy with one more substitute available. Three more for Colorado on the table, perhaps. We shall see. Changes, I'm sure, to come. Here's Brian Acosta working it wide for Diego Rubio. His flare to more of a periphery role. Colorado in possession now, but lose out. The Galaxy get it back. Trying to build something out of the back. The Spaniard, Victor Vasquez. Trying to play it forward, and he's done so to the left-hand side. Costa on the edge of the box, heavy on that first touch, and allowing Colorado to make a routine clearance. Throw in now for Los Angeles. Vasquez. Can he be the creative catalyst and put something together for the Galaxy? Trying to pull those strings just underneath Deki Jovalic, who's been starved for service. Douglas Costa now for Chase Gasper, who was acquired earlier this season from Minnesota United. Gasper hits it first time. Too strong now for Deki Jovalic, who's irate with Sammy Grossier, who he feels didn't give him enough support. Throw in on this opposite near side. Deki Jovalic, an amazing strike rate, 8 goals scored on 11 shots on target this season. Some interesting stats that I tweeted out today. Jovalic at the top in terms of accuracy. Over a 61% clip, 44 of his overall shots, including those not on target, have been on the mark. He's been absolutely magnificent in that super sub role. Gasper tending to it as it's swept aside. It'll be a throw-in now for the Rapids. Galaxy with a big schedule coming up. Get a little bit of a break, 8 days off before resuming things on the 24th. Galaxy getting set to welcome Atlanta United to Carson. And things really start to pick up. 6 days later, away to FC Dallas, the Leagues Cup clash against Chivas. And then away to Sporting Kansas City and against Vancouver on the 6th and the 13th. Galaxy seeing possession ended in a choppy foul in the center of the park. Ryan Raveloson brought down. Acosta coming in. He's really got to be careful, Acosta. He's already carrying a booking. A correction, no booking for Acosta. So wide to the right. It'll switch over to the left now. Costa reversing course, trying to play it in for an onside. Danny Aguirre pulls it across, right in front of the face of goal. No one attacking it. Colorado absolutely undressed, but brilliant work there from Douglas Costa to pick out Aguirre and put it right into the 6-yard box. Opposite side corner, 5th of the night for the Galaxy in it. It's overhit. Galaxy shaving that one close. Came out of play. Did it take a touch? It did. It should be played out. Galaxy unable to take advantage. Nick Depew, by the way, receiving his 5th yellow card, meaning he will be unavailable for the visit of Atlanta United coming up on the 24th of July. A week from tomorrow in Carson, Josef Martinez and company coming into town. And play really coming to an ebb right now. A quarter of an hour left in this one, the boos raining down. And a yellow card being issued, I believe, to Colorado head coach Robin Frazier. Back the other way we go, and Giassi Zardes buries one against the run of play. It's a dagger from Zardes. Denied on the first time of asking, answers the bell on the second. And Giassi Zardes with his 3rd goal in Colorado colors, his 4th of the season, his 2nd in as many games, and the Rapids take a decisive advantage with 15 minutes left. It's Colorado 2, LA 0. It was set up brilliantly on the run after some argument, and the yellow card, Jonathan Lewis, with a lovely back heel for Giassi Zardes, who made no mistake. And Giassi Zardes, back-to-back goals from the run of play. Galaxy just caught wanting here. Gasper with a silly mistake. Lazy back pass, picked off by Lewis, who backheels it to Zardes. And as a result, Colorado able to double up on the 75th minute. Biting the hand that used to feed him. And that's going to hurt for the Galaxy. They've got to get it together. It is just not good enough. Staring down the barrel of a 4th loss in 5 games. The goals 55 minutes apart. Up against it on the road at altitude. It ain't going to be easy. Back to Wilson now, who leaves it for Yarbrough. Under some pressure from Ravelis, and he's playing more advanced. They've got to get some chances, some service for Deka Jovalic. This time it's Vasquez who has his pocket pick. And Colorado really looking dangerous against the run of play in transition. I'll drop it to Abubakar, locates Keegan Rosenberry, and he'll give this one a ride. And it's going to be another booking. This one on the left-hand side, I believe it's going to go against Chase Gasper. Sam Nicholson pleading his case with referee Guido Gonzalez. So a yellow card for Gasper on his 2nd start. Gasper receiving his first booking in Galaxy colors. And Greg Vanny looking to the bench and will probably bring on Kelvin Leerdam. Threadbare is a good way to describe it. The Galaxy don't have a lot of options. Back the other way for Jonathan Lewis, and his cross picked out by Jonathan Bond. You know, interestingly enough, so many goals conceded. We talked about it. The defense that has allowed 9 goals in 4 games coming into tonight. Now make it 11 in 5. but not a lot of those the fault of Jonathan Bond. Hasn't gotten the necessary protection. Greg Vanny, as I mentioned at the top of the program, attributing a lot of the defensive woes at midfield not getting enough protection and also defending too deep, not stepping out and stopping ball, closing down. And the Galaxy have let teams play in and around them all too often. Long diagonal trying to pick out Deki Jobilic. Well cut out, nicely defended by Lalas Abubakar. Here's Sammy Nicholson. Some pressure from an advanced Chase Gasper and a good switch out. He's played it on Lewis. What a ball that is. Lewis bearing down on the Galaxy penalty area, drops it to the right, fires, and that one's saved by Jonathan Bond. It was a low daisy cutter. Easy in the end. Lewis, for all of his exploits and all of his pace, really has lacked the quality in front of goal. He's put himself in some very good positions now. Back the other way as the game becomes stretched. 10 minutes until full time. Aguirre, Deki Jobilic on the edge of the arc, plays it wide to the right-hand side. Grand Cyr for Costa, switches it over. Douglas Costa, rather, sending that one just wide. It was all rather predictable from the Brazilian. If there is one criticism for Douglas Costa, he has a penchant for feinting right and putting it on his left and firing a la Arjen Robben, and it's becoming all too predictable at times. So Lewis on the deck, 80th minute, Colorado 2, LA 0. Gasper off, final sub for LA. Kelvin Leerdam comes on for the first time in 3 games. He'll probably take up a spot here in the left-hand side of defense. Gasper didn't cover himself in glory. So Jonathan Lewis coming off, and Max, the Brazilian, comes in to replace him. That will be Colorado's 3rd change. Now they are in ecstasy right now, the Colorado Rapids supporters. They haven't tasted victory in quite some time. All the way back now for Estevez. Operating at left fullback today. Hasn't put a foot wrong. Quickly taken on the free kick now by Danny Wilson. Robin Frazier on the touchline says, hit it long. Trying to keep their lines gathered. They relinquish possession. Here's Douglas Costa now, supported by Vasquez. He has been largely absent from proceedings since coming on as one of those 3 halftime subs. Wide to the left-hand side. And they'll switch the point of attack for Julian Araujo, who did well to keep it in. Difficult ball to control. It drops only as far as Estevez. Plays it now for the goal scorer, Jassi Zardes, who came over in that April trade from Columbus. Listless is a good way to describe this one. It's the Rapids looking for their first win since May 14th, when they defeated LAFC here in Commerce City. They haven't won in 6 games since. They've taken 3 points from a possible 18 on offer in the last 2 months. The reading hasn't been much better from LA. Their only win since Memorial Day, coming on the 4th of July, as I mentioned, against Montreal. Here's Araujo. Time of the essence, the Galaxy need 2. Costa trying to reverse it through. Araujo arriving in this near touchline right in front of the Colorado bench, and he's won himself a throw-in. Costa going right back to work, and it'll be a corner upcoming, make it a half dozen for Los Angeles. Standing over it will be Douglas Costa. He'll take it short. Araujo arrives in the corner of the box, pumps in the cross. Good looking cross, and rising to meet it first above all others was Danny Wilson. Soccer fans, the 2022 stretch plans are available right now. You can select 3 of our remaining home games and receive priority access for the playoffs. 1-877-3-GALAXY, that's 1-877-342-5299. Or just email us at ticketplans@LAGalaxy.com today. Araujo plays it now. The Galaxy looking for some inspiration behind the Frenchman, Samuel Grand-Cyr. Grand-Cyr with a belter, and what a hit it was. He got all of that with the left foot across the face of the penalty area. And he has scored against Colorado. In fact, got the equalizer for the Galaxy the last time they paid a trip to Commerce City in that 1-1 draw back in September. So the last 2 switches coming up now for Colorado. And it will be Yappy coming on. Their young striker, Darren Yappy, the 17-year-old from Denver, now making just his 3rd MLS appearance for Giancy Zardes. And Drew Moore, I believe, coming on to bolster things in defense. So Zardes coming on for Moore. Giancy bedding in well. Thank you very much. Finding a home with his 3rd MLS club since leaving the Galaxy a few years ago. Time had just ran its course. So the Galaxy up against it here, and they just have offered nothing in terms of creative chance generation here in the second half. Had a good response after that disallowed goal from Giancy Zardes, but really haven't offered much. We'll break it all down in our post-game show coming up after the game. He'll leave it off for Costa now. Wide for Vasquez, who's drifting in, plays it. Grand-Cyr hits it, repelled by Wilson. Araujo arrives, and Julian Araujo lets it rip, and it was a good look from Julian. Caught all of it, but couldn't steer it on target. So Rubio and Zardes off, Yappy and Moore on. A tactical switch for Robin Fraser, trying to shut up shop here and walk out with his 7th clean sheet of the season, extend their unbeaten run against LA to 8 games. These two, of course, will meet on September 17th in Carson for their 2nd and final meeting. As Yarbrough gives this one a ride and out of play. Come and enjoy a special match day experience from a Galaxy far, far away. Celebrate Star Wars night as your LA Galaxy take on Atlanta United coming up on July 24th. Visit LAGalaxy.com/Star Wars to reserve your seat today. Colorado 2, the Galaxy 0. Goals on either side of halftime from Diego Rubio and Giancy Zardes. And is where we stand. Galaxy on the cusp of losing their 9th of the season, unless something miraculous transpires in the final few minutes. It's just been devoid of ideas and incision. Some better possession here in the second half. Just haven't had that gilt edge, that cutting edge in front of goal. Here's Leerdam, who came in moments ago for Chase Gasper. The Galaxy utilizing all 5 of their subs. Aguirre plays it on, Leerdam's on, but Abubakar sees to that one effectively. Galaxy put together 17 opportunities, but only 2 of which on target. Nothing on target here in the second half. That in contrast to Colorado's 5 shots on goal. Not much inspiration, not much in this here for the Galaxy. 3 wins, 3 defeats, and a couple of draws on their travels this year. As I mentioned, the first time they played outside of the city of Los Angeles since May 18th in a 1-1 draw away to Minnesota. Really didn't capitalize on that run. We've talked about the run of form throughout the broadcast, but really can't be underestimated. Couple of good 4-goal outings against Montreal and Austin. Galaxy haven't won back-to-back games since March, when they defeated Charlotte after opening day win in Carson against the defending champions NYCFC. Here's Lucas Estevez now for Darren Yapi, the young 17-year-old. They're very high on him, has a lot of pace. Able to play in a variety of attacking positions. Joveljic giving chase. Moore playing it out of the back. He's slotted into that central defensive area now. Going with 5 at the back and releasing Estevez to get farther forward. This is Yapi. And Yapi with his head towards goal. Cuts it back, looking for some options. And plays it right to the feet of Julian Araujo. Did well to win it back, however, and Colorado restore possession. Final minute plus added on time at Dick's Sporting Goods Park. Careless ball there from Moore. Opens up. Douglas Costa ripped from behind, or rather Grand Cyr by Rosenberry. Referees played advantage. Grand Cyr with nowhere to go. Joveljic now. Costa, this looks promising. Douglas Costa trying to slide it through for Sammy Grand Cyr on the reverse ball. The Galaxy have become all too predictable. Aguirre now. He came on as one of a trio of halftime substitutes to replace Sasha Klushchin. 4 minutes of added on time. And 1 minute deep. Stranger things have happened in the world of soccer. Just ask Bayern Munich back in 1999. Losing out in the Champions League final with 2 late goals from Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and Teddy Sheringham. Here's Costa, curling inside, brought to ground by Colin Warner. Free kick for Los Angeles and a booking for Warner. Warner receiving his first yellow card of 2022. Cynical challenge, but Warner really caught goal side by Douglas Costa. Has so much immense acceleration on that first bit of pace, an explosion, if you will. Able to beat markers and opposing defenders on his first couple of steps, but trying to maintain that pace it has been difficult for him. Injuries and fitness. He's already scored once from a free kick now, and this one lines up favorably to his left foot. Douglas Costa now. About 25, 29 yards out. And 93 minutes on the clock in Commerce City, Colorado. Colorado closing in on victory number 6 of the campaign. Victor Vasquez standing over it with Costa. 2 experienced players, and it's Costa who lets it go and sends it well high. Another half chance for Los Angeles. Make it 18 shots, only 2 of which have been on target. The Galaxy befuddled, devoid of creative inspiration. And I'm being honest with you, can't sugarcoat it. It just have not had anything on the front foot, especially here in the second half. A good spell in the late stages of half number 1, but really didn't have enough incision to seriously trouble Colorado. Yarbrough has only had to make 2 saves tonight. Final minute of stoppage time of the 4 allotted by referee Guido Gonzalez. It'll be a 6th win in the last 8 meetings for Colorado. It's broken though for Raveloson as their final twist for LA. Something to take positive on that flight home. Araujo dispossessed, it's dug out well, but sent all the way forward before Bond lays his foot through it. Acosta heads it forward. He's been at the center of everything tonight and the heart of that midfield, whether it's alongside Warner or Ralph Priso, and that is it. Nearly full time. And the Colorado Rapids have defeated the Los Angeles Galaxy, who lose for the 4th time in 5 games. Robin Fraser and Greg Vanney embrace 2 longtime friends. But in the end, it's the Colorado Rapids who have the last laugh. Goals from Diego Rubio after 20 minutes, and then after Giassi Zardes had a first half goal disallowed by the video assistant referee, vindicated on the 75th minute, and enough to see Colorado register their 6th win of the season, snapping a 6-match winless run. The Galaxy dropped to 8 wins, 9 defeats, and 3 draws, remaining on 27 points in the 7th position, just 1 point above the Seattle Sounders. Final score tonight, Colorado 2, the Galaxy 0. Stay with us. The post-game show is coming up next.
Over the course of a single game, LA Galaxy players will spend 90 minutes fighting for the ball, going on goal, sprinting, sliding, jogging backwards, running almost 7 miles, while maintaining an average heart rate of 160 beats per minute. And they'll perform at this world-class level 31 times a year, powered by Herbalife Nutrition, the official nutrition company of the LA Galaxy. To power up like a pro, contact your Herbalife independent distributor or visit Herbalife.com today.
There's never been a better time to switch to Spectrum Mobile. You could save hundreds of dollars on your mobile bill. Plus, there are no added taxes, hidden fees, and no contracts. Try the Spectrum Mobile Savings Calculator today, and in 3 easy steps, you'll see how much you could save by switching. Visit spectrummobile.com/save. Spectrum Internet required. Savings may vary. Restrictions apply. Visit spectrummobile.com/save for details.
You know you want that smoky, tangy, sweet, and spicy sauced and tossed Wingstop. But you just brought a haul of groceries home from the store. It's cool. No one expects you to shop and cook in the same day. So let the flavor experts at Wingstop hook you up with mouth-watering wings, crispy tenders and thighs, fries and sides delivered to your door. You can always cook tomorrow. That's why the fridge was invented. Get it delivered at wingstop.com.
Dignity Health is the official healthcare partner of the LA Galaxy, including Glendale Memorial, St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Across Dignity Health hospitals and care sites, the well-being of patients is always the priority. To learn about emergency services, healthcare, and healthy joints, you can visit dignityhealth.org/SoCal. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
Celebrate Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel's 36th anniversary this July. Play for chances to win a new BMW i4 electric vehicle, hundreds of thousands in cash, and free play. Love a good competition? Yamava is home to monthly blackjack tournaments where big money prizes are up for grabs. Stay local, stay cool, and stay winning at Yamava Resort and Casino. Details at yamava.com. Must be 21. Please gamble responsibly.
In 1925, Modelo began brewing beer for those who believe in better. A model beer, steeped in the tradition of tireless effort. A rich, Pilsner-style lager for those who wear their heart and heritage in their rolled-up sleeve. Since our first batch 94 years ago, to every bottle raised today, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Welcome to the LA Galaxy postgame. This LA Galaxy match has been brought to you by Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit, by Herbalife Nutrition, nutrition for a better life, and by Wingstop, the flavor of the LA Galaxy. Order now at wingstop.com.
And welcome back. So goes the tale once again. The Galaxy losers for the 4th time in their last 5 games. Coming up short to the Colorado Rapids, 2-0 at Dick's Sporting Goods Park tonight in Commerce City, Colorado. This is the post-game show coming your way on Galaxy Radio. I am Christian Miles. Before we dive into the analysis and break this one down for you, let's get you caught up on the other 6 games in Major League Soccer that took place today. Earlier, it was Montreal getting an own goal from Toronto's Luka McNaughton deep into the second half. Enough, though, for Montreal to record a 1-0 win in the Canadian Derby. Philadelphia 2, New England 0. Philadelphia coming back from a goal down thanks to second half strikes from Michael Ura as well as Daniel Gazdag from the penalty spot, negating a Gustavo Bo go-ahead goal after the hour. So Bruce Arena's side lose once again. Chicago getting a strike from Rafael Chichos, 1-0 over Seattle, continue to struggle. And how about Miami? Not a final score as of yet. Deep into this one, fighting back from 2 goals down. Yordi Reyna putting Charlotte up in the first half with 2 strikes, but Robert Traylor as well as Gonzalo Higuain firing back. Still 5 minutes left to be played down in Florida. Minnesota 2-0 over DC United. Emmanuel Reynoso on target on either side of halftime. And Paul Arriola and FC Dallas currently embroiled in a fight. Final score just coming in, 1-1 the score line between FC Dallas and Austin. Dallas had gone out in front just before halftime thanks to Paul Arriola, but Austin battling back behind Diego Fagundes is having himself quite a season. So the Galaxy losing now for the 9th time this season, a run of form that has really seen them dip right now and conceding goals at a rapid clip, 11 in their last 5. The Galaxy had some positive moments late in the first half, but again, just devoid of creative inspiration, didn't really have much bite going forward. In terms of stats, if we break it down for you, the Galaxy, well, saw Colorado have a better share of possession, 49% to 51. The Galaxy actually edging it, but not much done with it, and that's the theme of this. 18 shots, but only 2 of those on target. 10 shots for Colorado and 5 steered on target for the Rapids, who made the most of their opportunities. A couple of saves for both William Yarbrough and Jonathan Bond, who are both really not that busy in goal. But the Galaxy losing it once again. We've seen them give up so many strikes, and they've done it. They gave up 3 against San Jose. They gave up 3 against LAFC, and they gave up 3 against Minnesota, and now 4 losses in 5 since that last positive, which was back on the 4th of July against Montreal, and that's looking more like the standout aberration as opposed to the way things are going right now. And the Galaxy kind of settling into that funk that we saw last year in 2022. But let's get to our save of the game, and it'll have to be William Yarbrough denying Derek Williams at point-blank range, or rather Sasha Kljestan in the first half. And a match that we really would have seen the Galaxy draw level after Diego Rubio had pegged Colorado out in front 20 minutes after kickoff. Our save of the game was just brought to you by Spectrum Mobile, the fastest growing mobile provider in the nation. So congratulations to William Yarbrough with a wonderful effort, just one of his 2 big saves, but it was at point blank range, and it was coming with some serious heat. But once again, William Yarbrough with a save of the match, and by the way, recording his 7th clean sheet of 2022 in the pipes tonight for the Rapids. So plenty to discuss. We'll break it down further, take a look at what's ahead and what Greg Vanney may be looking for in the months coming. Colorado 2, the Galaxy 0. More to come on the postgame show after this.
LA Galaxy players will spend 90 minutes fighting for the ball, going on goal, sprinting, sliding, jogging backwards, running almost 7 miles, while maintaining an average heart rate of 160 beats per minute. And they'll perform at this world-class level 31 times a year, powered by Herbalife Nutrition, the official nutrition company of the LA Galaxy. To power up like a pro, contact your Herbalife independent distributor or visit Herbalife.com today.
There's never been a better time to switch to Spectrum Mobile. You could save hundreds of dollars on your mobile bill. Plus, there are no added taxes, hidden fees, and no contracts. Try the Spectrum Mobile Savings Calculator today, and in 3 easy steps, you'll see how much you could save by switching. Visit spectrummobile.com/save. Spectrum Internet required. Savings may vary. Restrictions apply. Visit spectrummobile.com/save for details.
You know you want that smoky, tangy, sweet, and spicy sauced and tossed Wingstop. But you just brought a haul of groceries home from the store. It's cool. No one expects you to shop and cook in the same day. So let the flavor experts at Wingstop hook you up with mouth-watering wings, crispy tenders and thighs, fries and sides delivered to your door. You can always cook tomorrow. That's why the fridge was invented. Get it delivered at wingstop.com.
Dignity Health is the official healthcare partner of the LA Galaxy, including Glendale Memorial, St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Across Dignity Health hospitals and care sites, the well-being of patients is always the priority. To learn about emergency services, healthcare, and healthy joints, you can visit dignityhealth.org/SoCal. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
Celebrate Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel's 36th anniversary this July. Play for chances to win a new BMW i4 electric vehicle, hundreds of thousands in cash, and free play. Love a good competition? Yamava is home to monthly blackjack tournaments where big money prizes are up for grabs. Stay local, stay cool, and stay winning at Yamava Resort and Casino. Details at yamava.com. Must be 21. Please gamble responsibly.
In 1925, Modelo began brewing beer for those who believe in better. A model beer, steeped in the tradition of tireless effort. A rich Pilsner-style lager for those who wear their heart and heritage on their rolled-up sleeve. Since our first batch 94 years ago, to every bottle raised today, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
And welcome back to Galaxy Radio. The post-game show rolls on from Dick's Sporting Goods Park in Commerce City, Colorado, where the Rapids have upended the Galaxy yet again, stretching their unbeaten run against Los Angeles to 8 games, 6 victories in that span. The Galaxy haven't beaten Colorado now in 5 long years. Galaxy losing their 3rd consecutive. The dominoes have fallen. This team has really hit a nadir right now. The all-time valley has been reached. The first time they've lost 3 consecutive in 2022. A team that was just devoid of ideas, lacked the inspiration. A team, to me, that really looks fatigued. It looked tired. It was short of options tonight, but that is an excuse. Everyone right now is facing the rigorous parts of the MLS schedule, the grueling schedule. Tonight was Galaxy's 4th game in 13 days. However, Colorado have had the same type of story. Their 4th game in 14 days. They've had to deal with U.S. Open Cup as well. A lot of controversy, but the Galaxy just have not found an answer, and now losing their 3rd on the spin, 4 of their last 5. Something has to be done. A lot of soul searching, and the Galaxy looking for more. Up next, in 8 days, they welcome Josef Martinez and Atlanta United, and perhaps a week of training, perhaps a little bit of time away from each other and away from the pitch could do them well as they look to regroup as the games start to come thick and fast in August. Time now, though, for our man of the match, which is brought to you by Herbalife Nutrition, nutrition for a better life. And you have to really tip your hat to Colorado Rapids star Jonathan Lewis, who is unhinging Julian Araujo down that Colorado left-hand side all day long. Played a role in both of the goals, setting it up for Diego Rubio as well as Giancy Zardes, but Jonathan Lewis really making a nuisance of himself, whether it was playing early balls across or dropping that shoulder and getting in behind. He indeed, the standout performer tonight, involved in both strikes for the Rapids. So congratulations to Jonathan Lewis, our Herbalife Nutrition man of the match. Where do you go from here? And what do you do? And what are the questions being asked? And why can't they get it right? I mean, we could be here all night talking about this, folks, but the Galaxy really have to get it together. They've run out of ideas in the attack. Douglas Costa dropping to the right, cutting in from the left, creating series of half chances. A team that has put in more corner kicks this year than any other team in Major League Soccer and has yet to score one single goal from an attacking opportunity via corner kicks. A team that has taken amongst the most shots in Major League Soccer, a team that generates the chances. Well, the chances weren't there, and now defensive miscues are starting to come back and haunt this team. They were riding the proficiency, their forbidding defending earlier on this season when they were keeping teams out. They aren't doing that anymore. He talked about conceding 3 goals in 3 of their last 4 games. Now the total has come up to 11 goals in their last 5 conceded. It has got to be better with the way things are going right now. The Galaxy really have to right the ship. They want to get things going ahead of that August onslaught of games. Now coming up, of course, as we take a look at the calendar for the Galaxy, on the 24th, a week from tomorrow, at home to Atlanta, and then on the 30th, away to FC Dallas. Then they open up August with that League's Cup clash over at the Rose Bowl against, or rather, the Bank of California Stadium against Chivas of Mexico. Then 3 days later, hit the road, pay a visit to Woa's Sporting Kansas City. Then on the 13th, take on Vancouver before dates against Seattle and away to New England, and rounding out the month away to Toronto. All in all, in August, 6 games in the space of 29 days, roughly a match every 4 to 5 days. So they'll have to get it together, but they've got a lot of soul searching to do. Most importantly, the first things first, get Mark Delgado back to full fitness. Hopefully he'll be out of the health and safety protocol along with Chicharito Hernandez. But a team that has defensive issues and it has creative issues right now going forward. Half chances are great on the stat sheet, but in terms of generating quality opportunities and really taking a bite out of opposing defenders and making life difficult for opposing teams, the Galaxy have left a bit to be desired and now have to right the ship. All right, that's going to do it for us. Hopefully, onward the better. On behalf of all the good people here associated with this broadcast, my name is Christian Miles. Once again, the final score, Colorado 2, the Galaxy 0. Until next time, good night, everybody.
Over the course of a single game, LA Galaxy players will spend 90 minutes fighting for the ball, going on goal, sprinting, sliding, jogging backwards, running almost 7 miles, while maintaining an average heart rate of 160 beats per minute. And they'll perform at this world-class level 31 times a year, powered by Herbalife Nutrition, the official nutrition company of the LA Galaxy. To power up like a pro, contact your Herbalife independent distributor or visit Herbalife.com today.
There's never been a better time to switch to Spectrum Mobile. You could save hundreds of dollars on your mobile bill. Plus, there are no added taxes, hidden fees, and no contracts. Try the Spectrum Mobile Savings Calculator today, and in 3 easy steps, you'll see how much you could save by switching. Visit spectrummobile.com/save. Spectrum Internet required. Savings may vary. Restrictions apply. Visit spectrummobile.com/save for details.
You know you want that smoky, tangy, sweet, and spicy sauced and tossed Wingstop. But you just brought a haul of groceries home from the store. It's cool. No one expects you to shop and cook in the same day. So let the flavor experts at Wingstop hook you up with mouth-watering wings, crispy tenders and thighs, fries and sides delivered to your door. You can always cook tomorrow. That's why the fridge was invented. Get it delivered at wingstop.com.
Dignity Health is the official healthcare partner of the LA Galaxy, including Glendale Memorial, St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Across Dignity Health hospitals and care sites, the well-being of patients is always the priority. To learn about emergency services, healthcare, and healthy joints, you can visit dignityhealth.org/SoCal. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
Celebrate Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel's 36th anniversary this July. Play for chances to win a new BMW i4 electric vehicle, hundreds of thousands in cash, and free play. Love a good competition? Yamava is home to monthly blackjack tournaments where big money prizes are up for grabs. Stay local, stay cool, and stay winning at Yamava Resort and Casino. Details at yamava.com. Must be 21. Please gamble responsibly.
In 1925, Modelo began brewing beer for those who believe in better. A model beer, steeped in the tradition of tireless effort. A rich Pilsner-style lager for those who wear their heart and heritage on their rolled-up sleeve. Since our first batch 94 years ago, to every bottle raised today, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.